Oops, forgot to unmute. Let's see if this is working properly. Share this on Discord. It's good. I have more stuff to do. Set this up like this. Seems as if I'm live on both platforms, which before wasn't the case. I forgot I needed to reconnect, so I only went on live on YouTube instead of on both YouTube and Twitch, and so there were a few issues. I don't know if you all had any extra notifications from me going live multiple times. Hopefully not, but yeah. Let's see. I have all of my panels open. Overlay is correct. I believe audio is also correct. When we go into Vax to warm up. Yeah, I'm hearing, or I'm seeing the audio on OBS, which is good. And now,
fight.
Oh yeah, I need to check the memory usage. How's my PC doing? It's it doesn't have much extra. I'm at 90% of my memory being used, but it's not 100. It works, just barely. Just barely it works. Yeah, let me warm up. My hands are very cold. But yeah, how are you all doing? I do wonder if it's gonna take longer for people to join because of the spam of notifications, in case that indeed has happened. Would love to hear from someone to see if it actually did happen. And also I think I do have something to check. I think I would like to check if this stream is public. It should be. It very much should be. Yeah, I can see, yeah, finally. It has shown me that there are viewers now, before it wasn't. Can you all send more messages? I'm not seeing them in OBS for some reason. Okay, there we go, finally. I'm gonna update my Twitch again to see. What up LOS, what up Nautilus, what up Taco Nuke, Jacko. Yeah, now I can see the messages. Can someone try and type on Twitch? Just to check if that chat is working as well. Then the grind goes crazy. Nice job. You're doing great. Hopefully you can reach masters soon. But yeah. Switch 2. I wonder if how much better the Switch 2 is. Considering the price, I probably won't be able to buy it. But yeah. Hello to the chat. Yeah, there you go. It's working. It is working. Thank you, Nautilus. Oh yeah, what was I gonna ask? Did you all get like 2 or 3 stream notifications on YouTube? Because apparently I did not have my stuff connected once I tried to go live before, so it was only going live on YouTube. So I had to like cancel stream and then reconnect and then start stream again so that it multi-streams. So it might have spam notifications. So I would like to know if like, did you all get spam notified or am I just worrying about nothing? 40 MS and 240 Hz. I don't know how much 240 Hz would do. From when I went like 20-30 FPS to like 75, that was my first tech jump. That was when I bought my actual PC instead of borrowing my sister's PC to play. So not only did I have more frame rate, I also had a consistent playtime rather than, oh, I play randomly once every 2 or 3 days, right? I could play every day. That was my first big jump, and then that was very meaningful. The second big jump, and it's the current one that I'm using, was from 75 to 144. And that one was also very, very meaningful. But there is like diminishing returns, right? So I'm like, I know that 240 will be noticeable, and I'm pretty sure it's hard for it to not be noticeable, right? One of these jumps. But like, if you jump from 240 to 300, it's probably not that much, right? So I wonder how much it would actually do, right? Because certainly it would help, but I don't think it's worth spending the cash for that. Like, monitors are expensive. And I paid a lot for the one that I currently have. I can't imagine how much you would pay for a 240. Yeah, let me catch up with that real quick. $360? Oh yeah, that would be a big jump. If you go directly from 144 to 360, that would be a very big jump. I don't know if it would be as big as you going from like a non-really competitive setup, like 30 FPS or maybe even like 60 FPS or something, I don't know, to a actual competitive one, but like let's say 144. I think that going from not really playable to playable matters more than going from playable to very, very playable, right? But I'm not that knowledgeable in this stuff to really be able to say. I don't think I'm gonna be able to warm my hands in the 10 minutes I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna be very honest. It's just very cold. Also, in general, I only end up with my hands warm after like locking in, right? Like being very engaged with the game, reaching the zone. That's usually when I actually get my hands warm. This is why playing tank has actually been really helping me actually get into the zone, because I'm so used to DPS that it's just going through the motions a lot of the time, whereas on tank, since I haven't played much tank lately, I know how to play tank to a high level, but when I go play and I'm a little bit rusty, 1 month, 2 months without playing, I have to actively think about my mechanics, my positioning, my engagements and everything, right? So it helps me enter the flow state sooner because it's an extra level of challenge, right? It's not overwhelming to the point where I lose interest, right? I get not disencouraged, but hopefully you get what I mean with that word. And it's not like it's too easy and I'm bored, right? It's the perfect level of challenge to reach the flow state, right? So bad? I don't think so. I think that this is good. Maybe if I played on 240 I would think that this is bad, but I really doubt it. I'm pretty sure that I could go back to 75 and I would feel fine. Like, it would be a shame, but like, it's very good, right? I think calling it bad, like, is a little disingenuous. Like, I understand why you would say it, but it's kind of like people saying that Brig is easy when they are a GM player. Well, yes, Brig will be easy mechanically for, let's say, assuming you know the game sense for Brig, right? Like, GM DPS players are not gonna have trouble with Brig's mechanics. But for people that are lower, the Brig mechanics are actually gonna be quite challenging, right? So it's just like, there are certain things that we take for granted, right? But I get what I mean. Struggling to get in the zone, being too tired? Yeah, I feel. I would recommend just experimenting with a bunch of different stuff. See what helps you. Right now, one thing that I've been really appreciating about my grinds is that while I haven't made much progress lately, my consistency has gone up so much that even without having my hands warm, like with cold hands, sometimes even like first game of the day, if I feel like just queuing DPS or like I see that the queue is low, I can just play DPS to like a GM3 level from the get-go, which is not something that I was comfortable doing before. And I don't know how much of it is about my added confidence that I've gained lately, or just like the extra volume that I've been putting in. Could be both, honestly. DPI and sense, 1600, 2.5, so 4000 effective DPI. Let me see, how long have I been warming up for? Almost 10 minutes now. I'm gonna join queue soon. But yeah, My ult is on Gem 3. This account unfortunately had some bad games. Not just that, I had a little bit of a tilt queue yesterday, so that's why I'm on Gem 5 right now on this account. Hoping to make it back to Gem 3 in like 1-2 days, hopefully. But even if it takes longer, I'm not mad. I made a mistake, I lost discipline, right? I was queuing too long hours. Fun fact, I've been queuing like 9 hours of ranked every day. And I have the stamina for it, but the quality of games definitely diminishes. But the thing that mainly affects me is just like emotional states. It's not that I can't play for 9 hours and be focused for those hours as long as I'm taking proper breaks and everything, is that if I let myself get irritated by the quality of matches, that's when my play declines. I become much more aggressive, much less thoughtful. I commit when there is no reason to commit yet, and then that's when it snowballs out of control. But yeah. Since I lost that discipline, I had trouble. But otherwise the volume has been good. I might tone down my volume a little bit, or at least be more careful about my habits, making sure that my playtime is always clean. But yeah, definitely a lot to think about. And I've been really enjoying just like being able to grind the game again for this last month and a little bit more, and just like learn a ton in this grind, even if it comes at the cost of a little bit less content. By the way, I have a video on the making for the Genji changes, which I quite like. I don't know when it will be ready, probably like 2 or 3 days, hopefully. Didn't have time to work on it yet today, but I've already done one of the main points, and one of the 2 difficult parts of the script is already done, so it's only another one. So I just need like 1 day of like focus, not even 1 day, just like a 2-3 hour session of just like writing focused, and then I'll get that section done, and then after that's just finishing the script, recording, editing, which should be relatively fast on this one. I don't want anything crazy. Alright, let me catch up to chat real quick, and then we can queue. Oh yeah, my hands are so cold. Okay, soon TM, yeah. Oh man. I know that there are some videos that I promised like 2 years ago that I never made. I have always been bad at that stuff. Always been bad. There are so many videos that I've wanted to make for a while, and I've not gotten to making them. But yeah, like you see that flick that I did on the Echo, for example, like my hands are cold. And sure, on this environment I just get like a high sample size, right? Because I'm just shooting. There's no dying, right? There's no fail state, but it's still, right? It's cool to see just like how I'm hitting these shots and like these crazy flicks and like being confident in my mechanics. Because my mechanics are good. It's mainly just a mental thing about me hitting shots or not. Not about me actually not having the mechanics for it. Although at times I do wonder if I do have them. I think that the main problem that I have mechanically is from me comparing myself to people that have many more hours than me in aim training. Not just from playing FPSs for longer, but also just like doing heavy aim training, probably having a better mousepad and mouse than me. I've been procrastinating getting new ones, so that's probably another problem. And there are some bad habits that I have aiming wise, like my over reliance on flicking and like my smooth tracking. Like if you see me try to track this Lucio, it won't really be smooth. It will be a very like this, right? It's a lot of like go stop. It's kind of like I'm trying to like micro flick every 0.1 second to track the Lucio, rather than just like having smooth tracking. And I feel like that's to a certain extent a little bit because of like Genji and the way that like he aims with like projectiles rather than hit scan, right? And And so you need a lot of like these bigger adjustments where the Lucio flicks back and forth. I don't have to just keep up on his head. I need to do a skip forward to whatever side he's on because I need to do the leading of the shot, right? Which adds distance that I have to cover with my mouse. But I would like to have smoother tracking. And a better mouse pad and mouse would help with that, but probably when I'm gonna practice that once I actually buy those stuff. Yeah, I definitely have some things mechanically that could still improve. There always is, but I've just not bothered to spend the time doing that yet. 1+0, yeah. Okay. My hands are gonna be still cold. There isn't much to do. So what I'm gonna do is, let me do this before I queue, and let me open this game. I don't want to get sniped, and I also want to have something fun to do in queue. How many hours on Genji? I don't know the exact amount. I have like 3,000 or something. Probably more than that between all the accounts that I've played on. Also the hours that haven't been tracked on custom games and stuff from back when Overwatch didn't track those things. I also have to add in all of the hours that I've studied from watching other people play or VOD reviewing myself or other people, right? Like, I haven't been a coach for very long throughout my Overwatch career, but even with like only a little bit over 2 years of coaching, I've still just like had so much time spent on analyzing replays and then direct coaching of people, so probably just a ton. I wouldn't be surprised if like overall in my Overwatch career already like surpassed the 10k hour mark. If you consider all of those things, especially like watching videos. I loved, not so much anymore, but like I loved consuming educational content. I just ate that up. I was just like, free time? Okay, watch this video, watch that video, watch that. So yeah, that's part of the reason why I'm so good at like flex queuing. And why I'm like, I got top, I believe, 14 in season 2. I got, what was it? Top 40 something recently with like top 500 or GM5 every role last season and everything, right? Off-angle engagement timing. You'll probably see that a lot today. One of the things that I want to focus on in my games is gonna be my positioning, because I've noticed I've not been as good about it lately. I've been putting a lot of hours in, and I've been learning a ton, but because I've been learning a ton, my brain is just constantly moving from one thing to the other, and I'm not going as hard on specific topics, or just kind of forgetting some things in like the means of experimentation, right? Try to be more aggressive. Okay, maybe I'm too aggressive now. And because I'm putting so much volume, I'm starting to develop the habit of being aggressive, even in situations where I shouldn't. So I need to balance that out and constantly do these little checkups, which I'm doing today, to be like, okay, let's analyze our play, let's probably narrate my gameplay a little bit and see, okay, is my positioning good, is my timing good, what do I need to work on next, right? I will probably by the end of the stream have some set goals for the next few days that I'm gonna be playing, right? So yeah, we'll see that in the games today. But yeah, here's the idea that I had, chats. I don't know if you all know GMTK is a very big channel, over 1 million subscribers. I've been following that guy for a long time because I'm interested in game dev and stuff like that, and game design. And he made a game, a demo of this game that I found really fun, and I think it would be a really interesting idea to play in queue, because then I can get chat participation. Essentially, we're making words. So right now we can, for example, make poke. And then this would score very few points, but it would score some points, right? The objective here is to just make 4 or higher amount of letter words, up to 10. And then depending on modifiers, right, we have a few golden tiles, I can explain them in the future, we can get more points, right? But this is the idea, to play this game in queue. So not only I don't get sniped, but I also get some chat interaction, and we can have fun making words. The thing is that you're missing some of the nuances. So for example, with Genji, sometimes nothing is better than something. let's say that you're just trying to passively hold a position, deny a position from the enemy team. The moment that you get forced out, that position is now available to the enemy. So sometimes you not doing anything means that they can't push out, because you have still not been forced out. So if you go out and do something, you will get forced out and the position is free. But if you chill, you're denying that position for longer until someone tries to push out, you fight them and either win and they get forced out, or you get forced out, right? So there are times to do nothing, there are times to do something, there are times for you to from an off angle rather than immediately going for backline, poke the tank, pressure a little bit, then rotate backline. That's one of the nuances that I'm gonna be talking about, not just on the next video explaining why these changes are so good, but also on a video that I'm working on for timing on Genji, because timing is just such a complex topic, because it just depends on the context of the situation, right? It depends on you, let me see, yes, I'm in queue. It depends on which stage of the fight you're on, right? What position you want to be in. So do you want to poke tank? Do you want to poke squishies? Do you want to clear an angle? When do you rotate to backline? And once you do rotate to backline, what do you do? Do you target this person or that person? When exactly do you go in at that moment, right? And then there's all of the pushes and pulls that are going to happen. So there are a lot of details to get right. And so I've been working on a script for that, which is going to be quite good, hopefully. But yeah. I cannot really just easily answer something like this, is the thing. Like, it really depends on the situation. This is one of the reasons why Genji is so tough, right? You can do all of those. Deflect in is usually the worst, but there are some situations where you will just kind of deflect in, although that's very rare. But dashing in, there are situations to dash in, there are situations not to dash in, right? You can dash in when people are low, obviously, but when people are not low, there are also many reasons to dash in. There are also many reasons to hold dash to enable the forward positioning instead, right? Instead of being the means of aggression, using the dash as the enabler for the aggression, because you have the dash to fall back once you get low, right? Using the dash for mobility versus for damage. So there are a lot of little details to think about, and that's the stuff that this specific climb that I've been doing the last month has been really helpful. Usually the way that I've been learning about teaching people is just through my own experimentation, as well as the information that I've gathered over the years from educational content, and just using those to piece together simple explanations, right? So I have simple explanations, for example, for how to blade. I've created a formula for blade that's very useful. I'm going to talk about it in my blade guide coming soon. For timing is complicated. Timing is complicated. I don't exactly know how to talk about timing in a very short manner, very short, simple manner, right? So this is why this climb has been very useful, because now I have been getting more in tune with like high level timing, and I've specifically paying a lot of attention to this over the last few times that I've been playing, if that makes sense. Difficulty of Genji. Genji is one of the highest difficulty characters in the game. Maybe floor is not as high, but certainly ceiling is one of the highest in the game. I think it is above. I think it is above. Also, it's funny. I just ended up chatting so much that I didn't even get to play the the game. Let me lock Genji. Let me Genji. There we go. Save and quit. Okay. Let me close this for now. Let me close this. Oh yeah. I don't have notifications for Twitch, so if you do ever sub there and I don't notice, it's not that I have something against you, I just literally don't see the notification. I don't know how to do that yet. I probably should search it up, but there's probably a way, but yeah. Right now I don't have Twitch notifications on my OBS, so I don't notice raids, I don't notice subs or anything like that. Is it above? The ammo nerf is negligible. You just need to learn when to reload to prepare yourself for an engagement. Whereas the projectile speed buff matters a lot on specific duels against fast moving characters. and overall just helps your poke pressure, which, even though Genji is primarily a close range character, matters a lot, and you're gonna see that in this game. You're gonna see how I'll be poking a lot early and then looking to rotate and engage backline later. Because right now, for example, backline is too far. My Doom is pressured, so we cannot go in. So right now I just kind of have to poke the Orisa, try to prevent her from taking space. Maybe I can look for engagement now. My Doom just killed Chu, but even if my Doom didn't kill, you can see how me pressuring the Orisa was useful there, because it allowed my team to actually walk back. I think I might be dead here. Oh, okay, I'm dead. Unfortunate. But that is the idea, right? Orisa pushed up too far, my Doom was low, I poked the Orisa, helped my team walk. Once the Orisa's out, we have an advantage of resources, so I can look for the flank, my Doom engages, takes attention, now I rotate close to backline, now I dive, right? Doom just killed backline without my help, but that would be the intention, right? So that would be a good reason for me to poke early, right? Because I don't want to commit yet, I want to have those resources for the moment that I need to rotate and hit backline. I did that here. I think... Does he catch me? No. Great. I believe it's only me and Doom. Doom should live. I should too. I think I'm gonna rotate this way because of the Winston. Actually, interesting. Getting that force is not great. I'm waiting for my opportunity to flank. Need to get out. I'm gonna rotate this way. Yeah. Need to help my Doom. My Doom might be dead. Yeah. I really don't like this Doom player because he's incredibly aggressive. So against a comp like this with like Ana Cass, he just gets caught and dies before I have gone through the motions of like clearing stuff, right? And everything. Yeah. I can help you in a bit, it's me. And now let me focus on this match. I think I need to play this faster, because my Doom is not worrying about clearing and stuff properly. My Doom is kind of more brute forcey and more like high risk, high reward. So I need to set up earlier. Need to wait for this beat. Oh. Roll damage reduction is fun. If he doesn't roll, that's a kill, so I don't need to look at him anymore. But because he rolls, I cannot really know if that's a kill or not. So I hoped it would be a kill, I hope he didn't have a roll, he did it. So yeah, not a kill. Yeah, my Doom is dead again. So I need to wait a little. Have beat, they don't have beat. He has primal. Rip.
We must stop the enemy.
This is a rough match. Mainly because Doom just Doom is just rough in this situation. Winston is infinitely better. And my Doom is not playing patiently, so their Winston just gets infinite value, while ours just gets screwed over by Cassidy Ana. Essentially, their tank gets disproportionate amount of resources compared to us. I don't think we need Blade here. Once, yeah, okay, my Doom got power block now, so now we're better. Now he can brute force a little bit better. I need to match his intentions though, the fact that he's playing more aggressive, go for higher risk plays. That was weird. Ah. I won't say that I'm playing perfectly either. I'm not here to play perfectly. Or rather, if I don't play perfectly, I'm completely fine with that.
Incoming.
Cannot really dive that guy, but can punish that. Ooh, I almost Ajax. We should be able to win this. It's only supports and waiting a bit. Problem is I need to make sure Winston doesn't go on me. I don't want to have to keep hiding him, I want to make a play on that one. Okay, with Brig I can just pressure this guy. But yeah, we have no real damage for Winston. Pressure the guy out, bubble soon. I cannot break that alone. I just for here. And this is what I mean, right? Like my Doomfist is just skipping directly to the backline, that's great and all, but I don't have the mobility to keep up. Better for us to just like all force the Winston out like we did in the first fight with the Orisa, then rotate backline, but this guy just brute forces every fight. Which makes it very difficult for me to actually get good KD, makes it difficult for my backline to actually get anything done. You can see that, for example, my Brig has 7 depth, right? Because our backline cannot keep up. We would need to be running like Lucio Curie with this comp. Need to rotate away from the Nano Winston and then look to backline. Yeah. Look for backline with Doom soon.
We have the robot.
He's dead. And look at that, my Doomfist is 1v5ing while my team is dealing with the Winston, for example. Even with us having like the Ana kill, my Doomfist still dies in that engage, right? Which is why I really don't like playing with this player.
Over here. Over there. Over
Need a
here.
few good fights here. We have good ult economy going soon. There's your moving point. I'm gonna go here. I'm mispositioned. Yeah, I should be helping my Doom there. Because my Tracer was the one moving points. So that fight's so completely on me. Need to live. My Tracer, oh, doesn't my Ana have Nano? You can Nano me if you wanna live. Unfortunately we blow our ult bank. When last fight we probably could win if I just follow up on my Doom, but we'll take the checkpoint. I'm gonna just try to win this.
Let us move the barricade.
Impact. Oops, Cassidy LOS. Chill. But yeah, my intention is poke out the Winston early. Yeah, this primal should not have much teeth to it. And that guy is dead soon. Can maybe get Saggers.
Try me.
A challenger.
Until next time.
30 seconds.
Moving right along.
I see one.
Ah. And now I accidentally wall climbed on the window, and that cancelled my deflect. That is very sad.
In tip-top shape.
I don't think we have enough gas to finish this game regardless. And with C9. Alrighty, let me pin my Doom on my avoid list. Yeah, let me pin this guy. I think I have like a 10% win rate with Doom. Doomfist is just such a terrible tank to play with most of the time. He's just way too inflexible. Way too inflexible. Like even if someone like Zebra, you will just see like so many games that are just like insta losses if he doesn't have the right comp or the enemy team runs the right counter comp, right? Because there's just not enough early pressure on tank and everything, so the enemy team just gets to set up too easily, right? Like the Winston, the amount of value this Winston got on this match is ridiculous, right? He could just jump in and jump in and jump in and jump in. There was no like jump in, chill, because there was no pressure on him, right? And because of that, because my Doom is always skipping to backline and we don't have enough damage for the Winston, and he's not timing his engagements properly because of it, right? He's not clearing Winston then going, then we're constantly in the situation where Doomfist is 1v4. Winston is also 1v4, but Winston has bubble to play around and deal with CC. Doomfist doesn't. That's the problem with Doomfist. Doomfist does not have something very good to outplay those things that just insta-kill him, right? Not only does he have less HP, but he only with a major perk has something, and even with that it's not incredible, right? You can just wait it out and then sleep or then hinder, and then he's just dead. So Doomfist is just a very badly designed character. It's not the fault of the players, it's just fault of the game design, right? Winston just gets to do that much better. And so they win, they get infinitely more value. I could have adapted maybe, but like, it's very difficult for me to keep up with Doom's mobility. Doom mobility is crazy, right? But because my Doomfist wasn't using that mobility, leveraging that mobility to be where he should be in a fight, be anywhere that's most important, right? Or be in the correct place every time, right? He was instead in the wrong places. He was always on backline when he shouldn't always be on backline, right? That's one of the difficulties and the nuances. But yeah, one thing that I will say though, chat, is that my intention is not to just like waste my time doing these types of analysis, right? I want to be spending time instead talking about my own game, because by paying too much attention to why, or to make the educational value of why is this Doom versus Winston matchup with this player's playstyle so bad, by doing that I ended up tanking my own value and losing the opportunity to win that game, right? So I'm not gonna be doing that anymore on this stream. I'm gonna instead focus on myself. Because I can always, if we want to, I can always analyze those things later in a VOD review, right? But I can't analyze that in the game, because I need to be paying attention to other things, right? Like there are a lot of fights where I was mispositioned, for example. And yeah. Let me go here, let me go here. Yeah, everything is working, yeah. Oh yeah, and let me close this. So I'm using less memory. Hopefully this match with a Doomfist goes better. Let me see if this guy is less suicidal. I really hate Doomfist players, I'm not gonna lie. Even if I had Zebra, I probably would avoid him. It's just... Genji doesn't match Doom's tempo very well. Maybe if the Doomfist plays slower, like Zebra is a much more disciplined Doom, but still, I just don't have good luck with Doom, so it's just one of those characters that I don't like working with.
I'm with you.
Righty. Lucio Kiriko is better though, and they have a slower comp. Oh, soldier off angle. I need to live. Can I live this situation? Yeah, they can, okay. I don't think I can contest soldier off angle at this point, so I think I just need to rotate on core. I'm gonna rotate here, my team's already dead.
We're outnumbered.
Can I make a trade? Yes, one. I'm just gonna live. I can. I have the mobility for it. I don't need that though. I don't think you can spawn camp. Maybe. Let's test this out. Ah, that was very close on a kill. Very close. Nice. And we got Val in the meantime. I was distracting Chu. They're on cast now. Cringe. That's why I was hearing different footsteps. I was wondering, wait, Cassidy footsteps? But they're on Soldier. No, they stopped.
Help me out.
I'm quite engaging that. Oh, I'm bad. That guy is just hard on the angle because he has pocket there. It makes sense. I chunked him, but he just immediately goes because of the Juno pocket.
Watch yourselves.
I think I might just have to keep track of the soldier's flank at all time. Just predict him. I don't know how much I can just go on different angles and try to work on the Sigma and stuff. Because otherwise, who's gonna contest the soldier? I don't think... I mean, theoretically my Doom. But I would like to have the agency to do that myself. Yeah, now we're just down one already. And you see, like, look at the Sigma. We can just ignore the team and just work down the Sigma. But my Doom is just speedrunning death percent on the enemy backline.
Point unlocks in 10 seconds.
Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about the patron.
Flashpoint unlocked.
Maybe I can do that in next queue if you guys remember. I need my team to play slower. That's what I mean. My Doom is not suiciding yet. I can contest the angle. Hopefully my team backs me up because my team should be here. Nice! We actually are able to take a fight in this situation. Isn't that crazy? And I'm dead. Okay. But it's fine, like, they focused me, they didn't focus my team, so their team died. All because we took the fight slower. Beforehand we were just like, Kira needs to decide which angle she wants to protect, because Doom is committing and then I'm committing and then, you know? And if we take the fight slower and properly clear angles and everything, then we can actually do things properly, reduce their threats, and just manage the amount of like... And my Doom is dead again. We can win this though. If played. Maybe.
I don't think they
I'm just gonna do this for now. I don't think I can get more. I need my Kiriko to go on my angle. My supports need to do something.
It's go time.
I don't have supports. You know what I mean. My supports are just on an angle where they can heal no one, they can provide zero offensive pressure, and they don't care about going in and helping me. Meanwhile, the Cassidy has break pocket, the soldier has Juno pockets. This is what frustrates me. People will be like, oh no, look at your stat, Genji, you suck, and it's just like, what am I supposed to do? My Doomfist is dead before every fight starts, and then when I go on someone, they get pocket and I don't, right?
Flashpoint garden.
This is one of the reasons why Life River sucks, by the way. He just provides no offensive pressure. Even if you are actually shooting things, you end up just not providing the same offensive pressure as someone like an Ana or a Kiriko would. They're gonna have Flux again. Have Life Weaver for it though. They're fine. Can just get points for now. Might need to start joining voice chat so that I can coach these players because it's frustrating seeing Chu supports playing like AIs. I'm not gonna lie. I'm in this position. Yeah, my team is holding back. No flank to mark, so I'm just gonna do a rollout. maybe. Be careful not to get forced out here. Here they just pressed ults and walked forward and 3 didn't matter. But yeah, we just gave up too much space. The enemy team was just able to walk point for without losing anything for it. No Doomfist to mark and punch, no aggressive setups, like I couldn't have an angle because my Kirk wasn't with me supporting my angle, right?
Over there.
Like, why aren't both my supports with Doom? There's zero support on one of the the DPS on an angle. So it just means, look at that, I take poke damage, I'm almost dead, there's nobody to heal. Right? I can't even get out of that situation because both my supports are on Doom. My second support finally has 1k damage. But it's in those situations where I just end up second guessing myself. Do I just need to do the worst play and just sit with my team on a terrible angle just so I can get healed? I'm gonna get through for the first time this game. And we immediately miss Suzu. That was a fun game. Alrighty, I have another Doom player to pin on my avoids. Let's avoid this guy, let's avoid my Doomfist player. And then hopefully I can get a non-Doomfist player and then we can actually have a match or something. Right? Surely I can get a game going. A game where both teams can actually push and pull rather than just, oh, we press the cooldowns, see whose cooldowns are better. Oh, hey, they have better cooldowns because they're not on Doomfist. No, the thing is, I was playing correctly for the most part. I didn't 100% play perfect. Like there was a few times where I was mispositioned, but for the most part, I'm contesting the angles like I should. I just don't have the supports. The Brig can just position in the middle of the enemy team and she can reach anywhere with packs. Brig is just one of the best, if not the best support to pocket DPS in the whole game. But we don't have a Brig. And so, because we had Lucio Kyrie for the most part, and my Lucio and Kyrie were not good enough to actually know when to be on an aggressive angle and support a DPS, we just insta-lose because I am not gonna win. Even if I do win sometimes versus the soldier pocketed by the other, by one of the supports, or the Cassidy pocketed by one of the supports, I'm not gonna do that most of the time. It's just not in my favor. It's a disadvantage. So they're always gonna be winning that way, especially when my Doomfist is just inting in bad situations every time, right? So it's just like, it's easy for me to look at that and just second guess myself being like, wait, am I playing wrong? But I'm not. It's just a dogshit tank. It really is. Doomfist is a dogshit tank. The design is awful. Unless the player is really good, and even if the player is really good, all you achieved is a neutral state where you can actually play the game. And from there, you still have to be skillful and to be able to win. So that's the frustrating thing about playing with Doomfist. It's just such an awful tank. Oh yeah, let me check one thing. Patreon. I'm trying to find you, it's me. Have you joined my Patreon recently or not? I don't see anyone that joined today. Hazard best tank? No. Hazard is good in certain situations, but Hazard is not the most stable tank. If you want a nice stable tank that you can play around most maps, Winston. Winston would be a great example. Because Winston has the mobility to set up engagements, he has a bubble that he can use to play around most cooldowns, right? So he's very good at the push and pull game, he has strong ult economy, So you can play this low game that Genji and other flankers wants to play, which is just take an angle or clear an angle and just like do a little bit of pressure, try to gain a positional advantage, use that positional advantage to stage for a dive, maybe get kills there, but if you don't, you rinse and repeat until you get the kills, right? Oh, Mad Aryan. It's done. I organized stuff on my Discord server. So I'm gonna do a ping later asking for times for the next workshop. But yeah, we'll do this here and OBS, right? Want OBS and then wordplay. Yeah, there we go. And the thing that's annoying about those two matches is that the matchmaker can't account for how bad Doomfist is. All the matchmaker sees is two tanks of similar skill level. The matchmaker doesn't consider just how much worse Doomfist is when compared to Winston on, what was the map? Esperanza. Or, Doomfist is okay on the second map, but we were not playing properly. We're not clearing angles, the soldier was basically permanently on an angle, I didn't receive support and I was permanently in 1v2 situations that I couldn't really win. Their comp, I don't think that their comp was the best, but like, the way that we played our comp, yeah, it definitely made their comp better. But yeah, let me actually do a few things here. I have not gotten to make a single word yet, and I want to make a word. The longer words, the better. There are some details here, like this lot gives more score. So for example, X is 8 score. If I score a word that has X here, it would be 24 points. That's a lot. We're trying to get 130 points to pass this round. And also, like, if you make a long word, this score is +5, this score +10, this score +20, right? The golden tiles, if we use both golden tiles, it doubles our score, so that would also be useful. But yeah. Bank is too short. Bank is too short. Oops. Oh, wait, we don't even have a K for bank. Power... No, we don't have an R. Modded, no, there's no F. There is like modded, but this doesn't give much score, so it's probably not worth much. What else do you see, chats? Do you see anything? I'm not seeing anything, at least no long words yet. Yeah, here. Putting. There's no G, otherwise we could make putting. No, we have an X. We do have. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm sorry. I was so focused on this that I didn't look. Yeah, that's my bad, chat. Putting would be okay. Ideally, we make a word that has both of the golden tiles, and then we can actually get good score. Alrighty. We have our bans. Let me set it back. I don't think we got the best set of words, but I think we can make something decent. Let me look, Genji. And we have a hog. Can I be very honest, chat? It's funny, but like, I used to like playing with Doom and dislike playing with Hog. Now I like playing with Hog because Hog is broken with bans. And Doomfist sucks. Doomfist just sucks. So there's that. Let's see. My setup is correct.
As long as you get into plenty.
Yeah, my ping is correct.
I heard town failed another mission. Going soft.
Did we have the word vanished? If it did, that would be a very good word. Remind me later.
Still be the better shot.
Don't remember if I had every single word for that, but it would be a very good word. Yeah, it's a long word. It includes both the golden tiles.
1. Attack commencing. Capture objective A.
Now I just poke out tank early, force this tank off this position, and we can look for an angle ourselves later. Right, tank is back, we can move. Let me just rotate. I'm just gonna use dash to rotate and start taking an angle. Unfortunately, we just died early. Can we kill? No, we can't. Nice, baited.
I am repaired.
Ballsy engagement for me. Help me. Nah. I was hoping the Lucio heal would be enough to prevent that breakpoint. Alright, there we go. It's crazy, we actually had a fight because our tank wasn't dead 20 seconds into the match. Frustrating matches to start the game with today with, I'm gonna be very honest. Very frustrating. Nobody's points. And Lucio's running. Unlikely to get a kill there. Genji's probably gonna try and mark me. Yeah, I'm just bad. They all didn't like me there. And this is a perfect example of what the Doomfist was doing, right? I tried to take an angle too early when we didn't have the pressure to allow me to take the angle. And I got punished for it, which makes sense. Now our team just gets snowballed from there, right? See why it's so important to time things properly? Now I'm waiting for the team, and once the team is here I can actually make a play and the pressure will be properly synced. Alright, here goes out, there is no punish. Okay, making space of this nano. Doesn't even matter if I get kills or not. It just completely splits the team. Again, time. And because it's properly timed, I might be dead here. Because it's properly timed, even if I didn't kill anything, the hazard would have been split. Yeah, which we just needed to not be on the room there. They had respawns.
Come to my position. Group up with me.
I should be able to get this position now, given the distraction from my team.
Oh, let's break it.
Not good enough. Oh, I might be dead still. Yeah, I am. I am dying too much though. Like I should not be at 4 deaths on this match so far. So I need to focus more. I'm too busy trying to narrate.
Nano boost almost ready.
Oh, yeah.
On my way.
Ah. Team cleared high again. I don't like our setup there. Like what me and Lucio are doing is correct. We just need to send our Ana to rotate high.
Nano boost administered.
Enemy turret ahead.
What is that melody?
In 3,
Okay, I can use Blade to cap here. Bob is also good here. They don't have High Noon. I don't think they have Blade. I don't think they really have much for recontest. Maybe Kitsune. I don't think we need to ult here actually. Oh. Latency gap. Yeah. Again, timing, right? Blade wasn't perfect, target priority wasn't perfect, right? And the execution wasn't perfect. I even got ping diffed on the Ilaria Q, but because it's well timed, it gets good value, right? It's harder for them to kill me. The pressure ideal can be followed up on by my team, stuff. I'm gonna play more conservative here. Expect a push. I have Mei 2 now. See if I can pressure tank a bit. They're gonna walk in their tank soon. Yep. That's all I could do. I really wish we had beat our tank, but I guess we're saving it for another ult. May set up aggressive? No. For now I just poke until my team is in position. Then we force out the tank. And we just won during poke phase, I guess. Push up, set up, we have space. The nano me too. Widow is rotating the other way. Actually she fought. I got baited. I got baited and reacted slowly. I was so tunnel visioned on the Widow that I completely did not hear the Kitsune. That's completely on me. Kitsune, we kite, of course. I need to set up a touch myself. That was on me. I've been doing some bad reads. I've been worrying too much about narrating and too little about actually playing.
Score 2-0.
So I've just been tanking. The true Doom matches were unlikely to win. This one is a fair game. We actually have a tank.
Select your hero.
So I need to lock in, hold the angles, duel when I should, kite properly, decide when to poke. Alright, have a good one, Nautilus. I need to worry less about providing educational commentary.
The delta M of a given ray 2 is approximately...
The formula
On my way.
I'm not even worried about like just losing games myself, because I even if I drop, I know that I have the ability to climb back, right? I've done this so many times. Someone that is trying to climb to champ has no business being worried about losing a few games, because to climb to champ you have to lose so many games, right? In order to just get enough volume to win enough games, right?
2, 1.
I just wish that I was getting better matches so that it was more interesting to watch.
The battle commences.
I'm on the wrong angle. We could be on this one. Genji will probably contest me. Need to be careful because my whole team is stacked left. I got ping gapped. That is so frustrating actually. This time this was perfectly handled. This guy fed. Hard fed. But then my dash, which would have killed, didn't go through because of hinder, right? His hinder went first because of latency. And so I needed to scramble to understand what was going on, why he wasn't dead. And then he got peel in time to survive my follow-up, which is tragic. But that was properly done. Okay, my team is rotating there, I'm taking the other angle. I need to contest this, slow down the Cassidy progress on the angle. Hopefully I get some heals. Just to be careful here. My Sigma might be dead. Cassidy is rotating main. Need to contest backline soon. But you can see here, right? Even without me engaging... Ooh. I got you a headshot. I was gonna say, even without me engaging, I'm getting value because the backline is afraid of me. The backline wasn't walking. Unfortunate that I died. I don't think that position is as good because as you can see they have a little corner they can play that hides from my team and allows them to pick me. And I didn't have support pocket in that position, but yeah, it's just well played by the Curie. Just double headshot. With Winston, probably want to spend more time shooting tank early. Hold the angle, make sure I don't get forced out too early. Winston is making it hard for me to... I don't think I can kill that guy, I can't really. Don't want to lose too much HP here. First this, contest the Lari on the angle. Use one. Nice. Shouldn't have cryo. Ah, that is tragic. I didn't think we needed blade, and we needed. That's sad. That's one of the things that I've been working on. I need to be less greedy with blades. I just seen a massive fight. Can I confirm with blade? I should. I should not have tried to just kill the Mei on the neutral. If I can just pull out blade, guarantee. It's a very important fight to win. Lucio wants to grab hard on. I can just poke Winston here. We're just fighting for positioning for now. Yeah, but like, if I try to access backline, they're too far. So I just poke Winston for now. Nice. You're fed. Can move up. Winston should not be dangerous here. If I make play on backline, I need to be careful. Because I'm alone. I just make a quick rotation and attempt. Winston, I believe, still behind? No. I'm dead. We should kill still. No, we don't. Wow. They kited well.
Removing the payload. Thank you.
Sigma is dead, I believe. Should be dead. I need to chill for now because my team is busy dealing with Primal. I thought my backline would already be rotating. I was a few seconds, or rather, my backline was a few seconds too late there. So again, right idea on my part. I understood the rotation we're about to make. I just didn't look back to see if my backline was already rotating and if I could push the cast or not. I couldn't.
The universe is singing to me!
Careful.
Need to clear this Genji.
My ultimate is ready.
Yeah, he's already running. Now I probably poke Winston on his jump. Are they rotating castle? No. They're gonna jump. Break. Force. Cassidy is rotating here. Ah. I was too slow. Correct idea, he surprised me, didn't receive enough pockets. And also I just dashed into a headshot.
I'll continue on this path.
What is that melody?
60 seconds.
Can probably get kills.
Watch out, I'm on fire.
I almost joked that. The Cassidy is good aim-wise, but I've definitely made mistakes to not catch him more. And one time I got caught by ping, which is unfortunate. I don't know which ults they have. I've not been tracking that. I have a very good Ashe flank.
30 seconds remaining.
No nade. Ah, that is a shame. That is a shame. Deflect did not go off. I have died like 12 times by just barely failing the play that I should be making. That's okay. At least I'm making the correct plays. Have no ults.
I am here.
This is bad.
We must stop the payload progress.
Push the payload back.
After we lose that fight, the recontest is always rough, so...
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Ashe fell off the map. She had a deep flank, I believe. So I believe she was just resetting. Don't have ults yet. This recontest gonna be rough. We really needed to win on second. I think I need to clear this guy. Do I have support? No. To be careful. If I do try to poke this Winston.
Get ready.
I am repaired.
The barrier's weakened.
It's handy.
60 seconds remaining.
Rally to me.
He's not gonna shoot us. Backline is hard to kill right now.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
I need to live for now. I'm not gonna live. Am I? Yeah. We're just barely too slow in our ults. Alrighty. This is a fine loss. I'm happy with this. It says consolation, but I was so close so many times. This game was incredibly winnable. In fact, I even felt like we should have been the ones winning. Thinking. Let me close this. Here. Is OBS gonna capture? Hello? There you go. There is no age, unfortunately. I believe you said vanished. I don't think I'm being blind and not seeing the age, right? Vanished. Yeah, that would be a good word. But that was a much better match. One of the things that I need to get used to when I'm playing on stream is to tone down the amount of narration and keep it to only stuff that is useful for me in the actual match or slight comments towards the stream. And that's the balance that's currently tanking my performance. So once I fixed it, I improved my gameplay. I just didn't have the edge that match. Yeah. Vanished is not here. I don't think there's an age. Let me see. What are the bans? Yeah. I already found the game. The queues here are very fast currently. What was I thinking? Oh yeah. When I was playing on GM3 region, most of the queues were like 5-10 minutes. These queues are faster. Oops. I'm on the wrong screen. But depending on the time, the queues on higher rank can be longer, but since right now I'm playing and trying to get this account to GM3, and it's now GM5 demotion protection, the queues are gonna be faster. So it's gonna be harder to play the game in queue. Oh no, suffering from success! The queues are too good. I wouldn't call it success when I'm D-ranking, but yeah.
Like you, I was undeserving of his patience.
My ultimate is
We
charged.
will be the lightning that rides the storm.
Hopefully I can get a good game going.
Ahlan.
And not just a game that I win. I don't care if I win or lose. I mean good practice.
ازيك؟
Because I need to fix the... I need to fix a few things in my gameplay right now.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Basked? Basked might be okay.
Stop
Check that later. Going to try to flank here, so I need to mark the flank. Think... No, never mind. Thought a Junkrat was setting up to make a dive.
Targeting hostile.
So yeah, my job is mainly mark this junk, make sure he doesn't get good value here. And then whenever I have time, shoot someone else.
You are.
I have a recontest, they didn't push too far. Ah. No, we're fine. We're fine. Just, Arjuna just needs to make sure she speed rings properly for us to kite.
I continue on this path.
I was doing my job there, preventing the junk. I was trading 1-for-1. My team just didn't kite their push properly.
On the bad guys.
Now I need to spot junk and see where he is. I think he's gonna be in this room. Unless he's setting up an assassination. Where is he? I just saw mine. I have Bob. Hopefully my team lives. This is chaos. Where even man is dead. We need to make trades happen. I got scammed out of my dash. That's bad. Their team has been playing this well. They have just been running in, preventing us from using our range advantage on them. And then they just farmed oats faster than we did.
Stop the payload. Enemy in
I'm gonna be honest. One of the biggest things that the speed projectile speed buff does is just allow you to destroy Junkrats. It's insane just how good Genji is into junk now. Genji just absolutely obliterates junk. He's so easy to hit. Ash now. Don't drop shot. There we go. Can nano blade if you need. They have tire though. That's what I have to worry about. Okay, now that is sad.
Much better.
my calls are big.
I'm not actually chasing because he's gonna tire me.
My ultimate is I
I didn't like the nano. I did miss the shots. I'm still not locked in like I would like to. But I'm getting good practice, which is what matters. Torch are here.
Fuse is lit.
They are gonna have a beat soon. They're holding tire for blade, so it's fine for me to hold blade. If I see an opportunity, I can go for it though. It's going far. It's gonna mark point for the time being. Going all the way top. We're kind of screwed here. With only Zen healing and the very hurt Ram. Can I? Ah, almost. Almost. Wanted to get a trade pick there at the end. The one thing I hope we don't do is Juno ult when I'm not there. Because since they don't have Tyre with Juno ult, I can easily kill through beats. But now I don't. At least I have an angle. I can't make much out of it though. Not right now. I have to wait this. Not even gonna be able to wait this. Yeah.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Peace be upon my ultimate.
That's fine, I can live here behind.
Unlocked.
I just needed to not die trying to trade dash. I need to make sure I was alive to Blade of Juno out. That cost us the point here. Small decision making error. Just gonna take the mini, thank you, and leave. Strength is dead, don't need Blade. And here I probably don't do much unless they walk a lot. It is just such a hard position to push. I was pressing deflect. Ah. We're gonna result soon. I need to go back line here. I'll probably just kill Ursa there. There's one shot. One shot? Okay. We're gonna claim the grab. My main worry there was they would press their Q buttons with the position they got and just finish up the points. But we stopped it, which is good. They're gonna have Tyre, they're gonna have Orisa, they're gonna have Bob soon too. We need to go early. There we go. That's what I needed. Because see, look at that. Beat, hard walking in because they have the sustain. I didn't get my dash reset. And if we clean this up, we can stagger Orisa a bit. Yeah. Now they don't have a good touch, and we can win with Juno ult and Ram. Finish farming Juno ult in this fight. So this is why I went for the gamble play I did there. Just like a deep dive on Ashe. Because we needed it. Don't need to do anything because they're not touching. Yeah, there we go. Better. We could have held on seconds if I had Blade with our Juno ult. Doesn't necessarily have to be on top of it, just alongside it tempo wise, or not tempo, timing wise.
Prepare to attack.
To split attention. I couldn't Blade after because my team was just dead to the rush. So I needed to not have died trying to trade with the Ashe. But here I played correctly, which is good. I'm still making a few silly mistakes. One of the things that I'm noticing so far on this session is that I've been dying a lot to silly mistakes. Silly mistakes. Not reacting fast enough with deflect at times. Because I'm not as locked in.
What matters is that
Right? And this is mainly from me being surprised. I'm not thinking ahead fast enough, so my reaction speed is lower because I'm having to react to things rather than knowing they're coming and being ready, right, with the finger on the trigger. Not only that, a lot of the times that I've died, like when I died there on third point, was me just dealing worthless poke to the enemy team and just dying for no reason there. I believe I even had Blade, so that poke is not gonna do anything, so it's not worth risking my life. So I cannot let myself drop below the HP where they can one-hit me and just not react. I don't think anyone is marking the angle. Yeah. This is a hard point, so I'm gonna take a really long angle because their fall off doesn't allow them to actually deal with me. So I'm just gonna spam. I have a good angle. Even if Genji is not the best bow character, this still is helpful. And I will eventually use this to close the gap. And you can see the Lucio is annoyed by me because the Lucio is trying to set up on me. I thought I would be able to kill the Juno, or not Juno, Curie. You know what screwed me on crosshair positioning? I landed on a vase on top of it, so my crosshair was higher than I thought it would be. Which is unfortunate. Okay, now I should have the luxury to use this angle instead. And now I can take this, assuming I don't get pushed by Has. Yeah. But they're slowly gaining position. So pressure Has is too far forward. Nice. Teleport around now. Survive their threats because we're up. Force TP maybe? Nice. Would be able to catch. Ah! I greeted for the kill with the deflect.
Try me.
Ah, that's a shame. If I hit the shot, he's dead. My priority there is to live, so now I'm late to this fight. They have beat, I believe. Yes. They have ult to respond. Fine, I want that point.
Excavation initiation.
Nice. He gets the pick there.
The name's Cassidy.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to kill this guy. I really hate playing against Cass. The damage reduction on roll, the insane damage he deals, the hinder that always skip deflect because Cassidy's at this level are not stupid. It's just a very annoying matchup. My Cassidy's gonna stay point so I can climb. Need to play this conservatively because I don't have resources. Right. Make sure I don't get poked out. Go in, contest Widow here. Be conservative. Make sure I don't get pushed out of my angle easily because I'm so low. We're even, up one, don't have ults. But I have space and a well-positioned ram, so we win. Nice. Clean. That was perfect. That is exactly what I need to be doing more of. Just trying to climb. I think I will go for this kill. Even if I die for it. Oh, I'm alive. Getting that stagger is very useful. Now, with Widow, I wanna do this. I don't think I need to deflect that. Yeah. Even if I don't actually go for the Widow through here, because it's still scary. The Widow rotated left, I believe.
Enemy seen.
Yeah. I just want to scare her position, and I can chill here. Because the payload is gonna stop close, so I can just use this as an angle to spam tank. I don't need to worry about Widow. Now I can maybe rotate, because there's a big distraction going on. Can wait. I don't need to go for a Widow. And now I can go. There we go. This is what I need. This is what I need. This is perfect. Perfect match. Alrighty. That was nice. Okay, let me take a quick break. I need more water, chat, so I'll be right back. I'll leave this open so that you all can think about words for the time being. Hopefully it... yeah. I'm gonna do all the vowels together so it's easier to make words. And I'll be right back, chat. Alright, I'm back, chats. Do I have any words? I have not made a single word today. To be fair, the queues have been fast, but it would be nice. It would be nice. But do you often ranked anxiety? Depends on the person, but one good method is just to play a lot of ranked. Exposure treatment, essentially. Like if you don't feel used to a certain rank, for example, because you just reached it, play a few matches on there. The more matches you play, the more used you'll be to the rank. It will stop feeling so new and daunting, and it will you'll become used to it. Alrighty. Quit. Gaming. The light's still good enough.
Here's another one.
I do this.
Pilots usually get.
Good map, good stable tank pick.
I'm glad that's impossible for
Can I
me.
drop 3 ranks? I've done something similar right now. I was GM 3 like yesterday and now I'm GM 5. I almost demoted into Masters 1. But what's important is to realize, okay, what can I do, right?
Science means going where outcomes
And what you can do is just like think about the matches, learn from them, improve. Focusing on rank is the wrong thing. Focus on improvements. That's the long term, right? That's what's gonna make you climb long term. So don't worry about short term. Oh, you got one bad match, you got 2 bad matches. As long as you're learning, as long as you're improving, you're gonna climb eventually. Poke Winston because he's early. Backline's also too far to go on. Need to make sure I don't get poked out too much. Winston is diving deep, probably feeding. So I just focus him. Should have killed him. Now we need to kill her. Traded. Nice, we're still even. I should be able to live. Yes. Gonna keep rotating. I'm not even gonna turn my back because I'm faster this way. Oh, I was gonna say like I lived on Chew now, they zap. But I made a very good trade, we should be good. Lost space, but we have our Winston, we can give ticks if I need.
これで終わるものか
Just make sure we don't die. We can farm nano if we need. Yeah. Probably need to go through the flank. Because the long range characters are already set up. Ah. Yeah. My Winston rushed for touch. My Winston needed to play for nano.
Objective lost. Stop the payload.
Them being on this backline is annoying. Really though, their Winston has been just feeding on his gems, and we should have just punished them better. That's just what has been annoying. The Anna getting a clutch sleep right before she died is what gave them the opening, by the way. If I'm there, they don't get the space, because they have enough pressure to stop that. But what happened happened. Now we're focusing on the future. We're dealing with Primal, so we chill for now.
Nano boost administered.
Nice, we got him. That's Primal. They're gonna have basically every other ult. They haven't been losing ults to win these fights, which is a problem. I'm gonna do the long setup, because I don't think I can set up main. I have Blade, I need to wait these out. We can't really jump because it's so low.
This ends now.
Live!
Much better
Oh. Have Primal, so we're chilling. We have time if we need to play slow. Wait, more flank. No. Don't think they quite have Primal yet. Oh, they have Primal. Oh, that's my bad. Good bubble from my Winston to save me.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
I need to gamble. Ah! Oh, I got it! Nice. I don't think I had time for another shot. Problem is we don't have enough to clutch this, but yeah.
Get in there, Bob.
この先に竜の道が
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Need to kite early. Yeah. So they can still go.
Stop the payload. There's the enemy turret. Take it out. Hello.
Oh, I wanted to blade that so badly.
Hi, back up. Hello.
I can blade this, honestly. It is enough though. We got 3. I think. Or 2. Lara is dead. Nice. It's only a primal. They wasted primal then.
What's up? We can't let them push it. Stop that payload. Over there.
The
What's the ult economy at? We have support ults, so we don't need to panic and try to collect something.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Need to catch her. We should catch her, yeah. My whole team there. Heal. Now they have DPS ults, they have Illari ults. I don't think they have Primal yet, but maybe. Who knows? Actually, yeah, they might have Primal.
This ends now.
Break this. No Primal. We can potentially hold close.
Keep a lookout.
Prevent them from even having a touch by making their touch scuffed.
There's the enemy turret. Take it out.
Enemy turret eliminated.
10 seconds.
It's game time.
Oh man. That's a shame, I got caught on that.
10 seconds remaining.
Now I just need to make sure don't stagger, as long as you live are fine. And my Kiriko needs the Kitsune soon. Yeah, Kitsune out, Kitsune out. Please, Kitsune out. Need to be kept up. Good, good. They should not have had as good of a fight as they had with our aggressive positioning.
0 to 2.
The only thing is that we didn't kill Genji fast enough. Genji just distracted everyone and the Illari landed a good ult. That's what happened. It's not that when you get a kill you always won the fight. The problem is that it doesn't provide anything until you get a kill. So all of the situations leading up to a kill, which is most of the game, right? Most of the game is about positioning and knowing when to push this and time that, right? When you're starting to get kills, you're seeing like the last 10-20% of the fight. The other 80%, it doesn't have help. Even if you buffed it to be like more meaningful, like 50 damage or 75 damage or whatever, I still don't think it would actually be that good just because of that, because of how infrequent the effect is. It's not even that, it's just like you already won 9 out of 10 fights that you gotta kill, because that's not true. There's a lot of trades. It's just not a strong enough effect for how infrequent it is in triggering. It would need to be stronger, but obviously they don't want to make it stronger, because if they make it stronger, then it's extremely unfun to play against. Because then Genji just like dash melee, assuming he has like 50 damage. It's already 140 damage for free. No aim, right? Just dash melee. So that would be busted. And unfun to play into. Just gonna grab Maga. The Winston really wants to poke me. Sure. If you guys want to kill me that badly, sure. My team should be able to do something. And they can't, unfortunately. This is why I need either one of my supports to be there with me, ideally Lucio. But also, that's not how we play a dive comp. You don't send your Winston on this small room. This is just an awful setup. You go main. This small room is awful. We're just feeding them ult shard over and over. Yep, and with Lucio help, I'm not too worried about Winston. No backline that I can reach. Need to chill. We have an advantage, so we just need to not throw it away right now. They have ult still.
Ends now.
My Lucio died with beats, unfortunately. Juicy. Juicy dive. Look at the angles. They just got pincered. Let's see. 1v5 primal? Go for it. Why? Why? Just stagger? My Lucio's playing, it's nice. Now I can hopefully get staggers. The supports are not gonna be on bad spawn. It's only Surge. We can potentially get. Not quite. Just need to hold space here. Ideally poke Winston early. Right, early damage before jump. My Kira might be dead. Let's see. Yeah, she's dead. We can leave. Only Lucio heals, so I need to be careful. Okay, Kira's back. Focus Winston early. Can beat him. Yeah. It's fine. Even if overcommits, we gain so much positioning out of this. So I don't care. They should get a retouch. Actually no, because Winston is so late. Tracer might touch, but yeah. They shouldn't have overclock. They might have nano. Honestly, nano and pulsar, I think they're the only ults they might have. But do they even get to use any ults? My team just fell for no reason. Look at the way that I'm playing. Very hit and run. There's no reason for us to commit the way that we did. I don't think I can C9, can I? I think I'm dead. Yeah, let me just die. Die fast. Shame. Hopefully don't Kitsune without me. Now they're gonna be close to ult though, so.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
I'm gonna go for that. No sleep for you this time. I didn't hear any ult from them there. Lucius point. Okay. Poke this guy out early. Oh wow, he's almost dead. Do this, just not to be greedy, because I can die there. Have beat if we want. Push the advantage. I was hoping we would beat Blade aggressively, but since we're not, we chill. Nice, we cut a nano. Oh, the Anna rotated. The Anna rotated to our backlane. Yeah, I don't think Winston clutches this. Might be able to stall long enough for his thing to come back though. Yeah, that he can do it. I'm healing a little bit. The worst thing that can happen in these situations is die.
guide you.
So just hit and run, get value, but make sure you don't die. Yeah, there we go.
Victory.
Nice clean win. Let's go over to our anti-stream snipe. And yeah. Here. Yeah, now it's captured. Nice. My hands have been cold throughout, but like my mechanics have been fine. Which is what I'm happy with. And initial games were harder to get into because Doomfist, and especially Doomfists that like to feed, just make matches so hard. And not just that, it makes it hard for me to engage with the game because I get so tuned out of the match. So it took me longer than usual to lock in. But we got it. We locked in. So that was fine. Basked exists here, but is a little bit short is the problem. A little short. That's what I don't like about it. So it scores like 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 26. It's very few points. Ideally, it needs to be a word that includes both golden letters, or a longer word. Doesn't have to be 10. It's just basked is only 6, right? If it reaches like 7, 8, and it includes both goldens, then it scores well. That's what we need to make sure, that it scores well. Because we have a limited number of plays, right? You can see the plays there at the bottom, 16. So we need to make sure that the plays count. We're not gonna spend forever looking for the words, but so far, because the queues have been so fast, and I've already found another game, by the way. We haven't had much time to think actually about long words, because there hasn't been enough time on the game. Okay. Yeah, sure, let me quit, I need to be fast here. Unmasked? I can check about unmasked. Unmasked would be 7, so that would be a good one. The letters have to touch. Yes, it cannot be 2 words.
3, 2, 1. Round 1.
I believe the scene is correct, yeah. Scene should be correct. I'm unmuted. Weird comp. Probably poking Winston early. Backline is far, poke Winston. I think I might do something different though. Soldier is on a flank, I'm gonna flank Soldier. Yeah. I'm low though. Yeah, not a lot of direct value, but value from... yeah. From denial on the enemy team. You can kill Winston, I think. Or not. I thought Winston was feeding, but I guess not. How long? I don't know. I don't know an exact number. Whatever makes you feel better, honestly. Just try things out and see what's good and what's not. Don't overthink it. The best approach depends on the person. So, who better to know these things than yourself, right? You yourself. So, just test things. See what sticks. This guy's feeding. I have a Zen now for insane amount of damage. That's the interesting thing about Zen and how safe he can be into dive. He deals so much damage that the dive characters just die. They just take too much damage early. Like the Winston lost half his HP on entry. So that's one of the things. I hate when people play these characters that are quote-unquote scared of dive. You need to not be scared of dive before it happens. you need to poke out the character so he cannot make a dive. Like, look at that. Winston was already dead when he jumped. Don't feed, don't feed, don't feed, don't feed. He fed. I'm making sure I don't feed. I don't think we can kill Kiri. Because it's Kiri. Yeah. Have ults, support ults, so we can play slow. Winston is gonna have ult, so not too much point in focusing him. Soldier will likely be on a long sideline, so look for him. Nice! Crazy verticality there. Not even gonna give her the luxury of a trade. So I just turn around and don't give her headshots. My team is gonna finish her. We can arguably force Primal early. Like, look at this. That's already half his HP. That's already bubble. He cannot make a good dive now.
I've got you in my sights.
Nice. I rolled him, but I cannot guarantee that I'll roll him. I might die here? Make climb, yeah. Make it harder for him to juggle. Nice.
First round, 1.
It's go time.
There we go. Clean. Very clean round.
1.
More. So you can see there the value of poking the Winston early. Because the DPS were not, the Winston was jumping too early when the DPS were not set up. We had the luxury to all focus Winston. And also the Winston wasn't doing a good job avoiding poke damage. He needed to be more patient and his DPS needed to be more active, taking space. But it denied everything. So they were kind of screwed. We're just playing the positional game better.
Our enemies weak. This is our chance. Enemies choking the fight.
That's forward now. Poke the Winston. Might die still. Even though it didn't deal much damage. Might jump me. That should be fine though. I wanna mark Tracer for my Zen. Okay, we're fine. Can kill this guy. Almost. Now we might look for backline.
You will not find the answer you seek.
Enemy turret in my sight. Enemy turret is now home. You have to defend the point.
Much better.
Major pack unlocked.
No, that I am proud of the way that I lived that. It ended up being just a huge stagger, but it was a very creative way to just make it hard for them to chase. Make sure that they had to look into traffic if they wanted to go. Mark Tracer so my team doesn't get off-angled. Where's turret? I would like to play turret early. Hopefully my team is fine. Oh, that's a good pull.
Bring in the rain.
Surrender to my will.
Mission design at work.
That was bold of you.
They're getting good percentage, but we got it back.
I
They used what? Primal. Did they use 3? Or am I crazy? Swap the Brig. They pulled Winston already to get him back into the fight faster. Okay, my Zen is flanking for a play, which is fine, because he has Tram, so he can just make it. Just don't give points for free. Ah, that's bad.
Capturing the point.
It's not the worst, but it's just like still. They're gonna steal 8% from us. Actually no, they stole 7% from us. So we should already be like basically above them now.
My soul is alight.
Enemy turret destroyed.
We're going to come out of that angle, maybe?
After you.
Don't need to give point. I'll deflect the stall. Nice. Ult early before they finish farming their ults. My hazard also distracted forced cooldowns. I knew Life Weaver was gonna pull Torb, so I immediately swing once and dash into the Life Weaver. Now I might go for backline again.
It's go time.
Doesn't matter if I die here. The Winston's already dead, see? I'm gonna live this, but it doesn't matter if I died, right? I distracted the entire backline while Winston was in, so it was a well-timed engage. Not expected, happens. But yeah, clean. Clean, 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 clean. Oh yeah, by the way, for those that wanna play this game that I'm playing on Q, it's called Wordplay. And the word is written in in text here. On Steam, it's a free demo right now. And I believe it's gonna launch as a free game. Although I could be wrong. It is fun. It is fun. Where is Mask? Unmasked is a pretty good word. It unfortunately doesn't use both of the golden letters, but let's see. It's 20 extra, and then it's 1, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 17. So it's 37 points. It's not bad. Does Poe actually do something? I don't recognize this word. What does this mean? Unmasked Poe. Genji is okay into Freya. The problem is that right now she has too much mobility. Way too much. So she just gets to stall in the air too much and everything. She's just a hard character to reach. So Genji is one of the characters that has one of the best matchups into her, but it doesn't mean that it's a comfortable matchup, right? Yeah. Let me go here. What is unmasked Poe? Like, is this an actual word? Yeah, no. It doesn't recognize. Unmasked is a good one. Let's see, what's your suggestion? Unadvised. Ooh, this is a great word. Nice one. Good job. It uses both our golden letters and it has 9. Yeah, I found a game by the way, but let's see. Unadvised. How many points will this score? You can't see it because it's hidden, but yeah, it scores 62. It's almost half of our things. Very, very good. Very, very good. Already downloaded this? Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. Nice. Yeah. There's a reason why I chose this game for Q.
We should begin.
Because it's just so good to play with chats. Like, that was fun. That was fun, thank you. That was a good word. It used both our golden letters, it was a nice long word, nice score. I don't know when the full game will release. I think it will release in like a month or so. Something like that. But yeah, it's a fun game to play with chat. And then I can use it as an excuse, or not as an excuse, but like as a way to like hide my Q so that people don't snipe ban. Okay, this is a weird comp with like Genji junk.
Attackers incoming.
Oh yeah, Freya is not banned. It's one of the rare games Freya is not banned, so I have to play into Freya. No, I don't want to play into Freya. I'm dead. Ah, it's a shame. My ball doesn't live. I'm hoping we can live here. Seems like the answer is no. Yeah, we can. Both of them are gonna die. Okay, just missed everything, I guess. Wow. Wait. Wait, my wisdom touches. Wait. Oh, sorry, Orisa. Clutch? Imagine I actually got the Ana kill. Wow. Oh, I already woke. I can touch point from Orisa. Off-angling the guy. Hopefully a kill. I'm dead, wow. He dies at least, nice. Orisa should anchor. We're solid, we have nano too. Nice! This is huge. We prevented the snowball. We forced ults out, and we have our ult economy now. So this is actually very massive. My job now is to mark Tracer. We need to make sure, one, we don't see 9, but 2, that Tracer doesn't get good angles. I would like to mark Tracer.
Enemy here.
Enemy turret ahead.
Nice, I managed a good trade on her. Need to run. Ah, the Tracer was on top of her game. She followed up on that. We're even. Anna doesn't have LOS, but we should be. No, we're not. Marissa is dying. Marissa might die. Okay, Marissa stabilizes, so I have time. I wanna go for an ult maybe. My team's already ulting. Doesn't mean I won't ult though. This is why I wanted to make sure I could ult too, right? Because the fight was still losable even with like the Orisa or the Ilaria ult. Yeah. It's well played by them. They out-traded us in the massive fight.
Over there.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
Wait, I have 5 deaths? What the hell? I didn't even notice. Nice kill. That is like a kill that is made easier by the extra projectile speed. I think they have poles.
Targeting hostile.
Oh, okay, she just died. No
I am
pity.
here.
I'm in Genji now. Anna is on the long side line on the right. Ooh, that's bad. I have nano if we wanna fight. Genji will come here, so I wanna contest him. He has pylon pockets, which is annoying. I have nano Orisa ult. Oh, I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning. Keep me up. Nice. Good.
Engaging the enemy.
Okay.
I am restored.
Healing time on the clock.
This will cut the pain.
Oh, that was a very good spear actually. I'm just too worried I'm marking Genji that I didn't even follow up. If it was possible, that is. Good kill. Just well-timed pressure, doesn't matter if I kill. Distract backline while we're forcing Orisa. Right? Look. Oop. You know what? I don't care if they push payload now. Just clean up the fights. They're not getting much push. They're entering last fight territory now. I'll do a light stagger on the Orisa.
30 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I almost deflected. And then after they waited it out, they just tossed them in and then Orisa. Yummy yummy. We need to go early actually. Wait.
Enemy over here.
Weird. How did I miss him? Did I do a wall tap or something? Oh, don't die. I'm dead. No, I'm not. Okay, stop it. Your guys are not clutching this. You guys are not clutching this, stop it.
Score.
It's starting to get dark. How is the light? Let me check.
Switching.
It's not
sides.
terrible. My camera, for some reason, I don't know what causes my camera to lose frame rates. But like, look at this. Oh wow, I hit my microphone.
Select your hero.
I hope it doesn't do like a big like boom or something like that. See my setup. Yeah, around this is fine. Okay. Yeah, good hold. Very, very good hold. This game could be a lot different if we don't manage the touch there. Right? Get a little bit too greedy trying to kill Hazard. Unfortunately die because Frey just shot me at the moment. Exact moment I was dashing. We get snowballed or staggered into almost losing first. Then they have ult economy, they in positioning, so they push halfway, then ult, then push the rest of the second point, and then they have 5 minutes for third. That's a very real possibility. But because we managed to stop them and clutch that initial fight, it set the game back in winnable state. They have Zen now. I think they have, yeah, very vulnerable backline. For now I still play the positioning game though. I do early poking on Orisa, force her back. Get a resource advantage, go for backline. Yep, that's why I was holding deflect. Prevent her from getting an exit pick, which is basically the only way back into this for them. They're not touching even, they're too slow.
The payload has reached.
That guy fed. Well, we're just gonna gamble here. Yeah. It's not the best thing in the world to do that because I give up positional control, but I had the jump on her in the actual duel. I just needed to actually hit the shots. So it's just like, if I'm gonna gamble on a play like that, it's one of the most reasonable gambles that I've had recently. Because I had the... Good jump on her. I'm dead. Yeah. Okay. Depends. Depends on how easily you can force the tank out. If the tank is an immovable object because the supports are in a position where they can just hard pocket the tank, probably need to find an angle to pressure the supports, force them back, so that the tank can then be pushed out because it has no support, and then you can move back into going for supports or whatever it may be. Save my Ana. That soon. Go for me! Get rolled. Oh, I thought I would kill. Nice, GG's. Good match.
Victory.
Good match. And there you go, we did the snowball that they didn't get to do on us, which is nice.
Play of the game.
Alrighty. And now we're climbing back. Now, this is why you don't need to worry, right? How did we start the stream, chat? Do any of you remember? Are any of you like viewers that were here from the very start? How did we start the stream? Let's think back. How did we start the stream? It was by losing games, right? It was by losing games, by having overly aggressive Doom, which I couldn't really follow up on, and arguably I wasn't playing my best, right? It was my first game on. Then we had another Doom player, feeding supports that don't know how to angle or pocket as DPS on angles, versus supports that do. We lost, right? Then after that, a game where we could have won, it was a fair game, but I just made too many mistakes. I had the right ideas, was too slow in the execution. But it was much better. I started to actually lock in, I noticed the things that I was doing wrong, and I worked to fix them, right? I noticed the mistakes that I was doing on my narrating too much, and I thought about the solution. And then I applied that into the next games, and then like, guess what? We slowly played better. I toned down my narration, I locked in and played better in the game, right? Better mechanics, faster positioning and decision making and timing and everything, right? And then from there we just won. So this is why I say do not focus on wins and losses. They don't matter, right? What matters is that you're improving and you're getting good practice. As long as you're doing those two things, wins and losses don't matter, because the long term is not gonna care about a few wins and losses of like, oh, you got unlucky here, oh, you got lucky there, right? Over a large enough sample size, what matters is that you put in consistent efforts and that you have good habits and everything. And that's why lose 3, don't care, win 4, we're back, we're up. We're up from there, right? What looked like it would be a terrible day is now a good day, right? And even if after this I lose more, I will still consider this a good day because I learned something. I got better at playing on stream and narrating my gameplay, providing the educational value and also playing well myself in the game, right? I'm better at juggling that now. Because why? I put myself in an uncomfortable situation where I was at first bad at, got used to it, learned, and after testing some, right, managing the amount of narration that I should be doing, now it's not only like not being bad for me anymore that I'm narrating, it's actively helping me because now it makes it harder for me to autopilot. Because now I'm trying to narrate some things, right, some crucial bits of information that are important for me to always remember. And that those are things that I forgot last session, yesterday, and it made me lose like 100 SR, right? Drop an entire division from GM4 to GM5, right? So that's why you don't worry. Alrighty, chat. Now, let me see one thing. Oh yeah, I should be checking my Twitch manager more. Thank you all for the follows there. Thankfully, there was like no sub or raid that I missed, which would be like, they would be quite a weird situation, right? I wouldn't like to see a situation where I just miss something like that. It makes me feel like a bad streamer, and to a certain extent, I am a bad Twitch streamer because I don't really care about Twitch. I'm just streaming there as extra. And yeah, here's the funny thing, now that I'm looking at my Twitch, the auto mod has already done the job catching the bots. Because I've noticed a trend with the bots, I added the word that's the trend, and then now bots are just auto modded out of my Twitch, which is great. Nice, very nice. Okay, chat. Let me open wordplay again. Let me open wordplay, and where is yeah, here. Let me check one thing. Let me go here. Can you capture already? Yeah, there we go. Oh wow, I'm sweating. It's cold, but now that I've locked in more, my body has heated up and now I'm sweating. So now I need to take off my... I don't know, I always forget the name. I don't remember if I remembered at some point the name of this thing that I'm wearing. Let me actually show the camera real quick. This thing right here. What's the name of this? I don't think it's a sweater, right? Or at least maybe it's a subset, right? Because this one doesn't have the sleeves. I don't like the sleeves because I like playing with just like touching my bare arm into the mouse pad, right? I don't like playing with sleeves. So what's the name of that? Also, now the light's starting to get bad, yeah. It's getting late. Like right now I don't have the setup that I would like, the big light that would make me able to play even on like even at night where there is no good natural light coming in. But right now the light's too big. I guess I can do this. It's not perfect, but it helps a little. But yeah, sweater vest. I think vest is the word. Vest is the word. Nice fit. Thank you. I don't think it is honestly that good of a fit. I don't think it's bad, but just like this is the way that I improvise because I don't really have much stuff that I can wear to like heat myself up while I'm playing on the cold. I really hate cold. But like I don't want to wear sleeves, and I also really like having to roll up sleeves. So this is the solution, and I quite like it. Might not be the most fashionable thing ever, this combination of just like t-shirt and this sweater vest or whatever, but it works. But yeah, let me go back here, and let's see. Is this captured? Yeah, that is nice. Let me organize this. One thing that I've realized that makes this game much easier is when you organize it to have like the vowels above and the consonants below. Care about rip when you click heads? Yeah. So for those of you that weren't here before, it's a word game. You make words. And the longer the word, the more score that you get. Another little thing that's useful to think about is that golden letters, the more we have, the bigger the multiplier. So if we can make a word that has all 3 golden letters, that will be good. I need a U really badly, yeah. I could do quo something. One of the recent 10-letter words that I made was quotations. I don't remember how many 10-letter words I made. I think maybe the only 2 have been quotations and marijuanas. I think were the only 2 that I made. Maybe there was a third one that I don't remember. But yeah. Quotations was a very good one. Because it's something that before I was only really able to make quota. And then I had the things to extend it. And then boom, suddenly the 5-letter word became a 10-letter word. And that was fun. To get better letters for the long ones? Yeah. The thing is that it costs plays, right? So you have to balance that, and that's the very interesting thing about this game, right? Once the higher difficulties launch, you probably won't get to afford that much. You'll need to do some planning, like burn these bad letters to make good words later, right? In this situation, if I remove this, you're gonna see like this is special routes, so I don't have refreshes. Every time that I submit something, all these letters go away. Whereas if I were to, let's say, use only these O's, for example, in a word, only these O's would refresh. So I could predict something, I could keep some stuff and fish for the letter that I'm missing, for example. right? So that can be a nice little strategy to use. But yeah. We need 68 points. I don't know if we can make it. If we can use all 3 golden letters, probably. But what do you guys see? Because I think this is quite tough. We don't have very many consonants, and the consonants that we do have are not that good. Honestly. I was thinking like zoo, but there's no M for like zoom. And like assume that we have M, we can do maybe zooming, but we also don't have an N. We have so many E's. I guess that one word that we can make to refresh this, if it's truly bad, is this. Like no, I want backseating. This is a game that I made for Q because I think that having the chat interaction is cool. So it's not only a game for the queue, it's a game that's very easy to interact with. So I want chat interaction. The last word that we did was from chats. I think it was unmasked, it was a good word. But yeah. So far I've only found this word. So it allows us to submit something, it has to be minimum 4, but we should only submit that if we don't find anything better. Gore is also another 4-letter word. There's no way to like do like goring. Groin is also not available because there's no N. I'm stumped. Chat, do you see anything with more than 4 letters? I don't see anything. I was so happy when I saw the amount of golden letters, but this has been hard to make something out of. You know? This has been hard. To be fair, English is not my native language, so it is harder for me. But I still think that I have enough vocabulary in English to be able to play this game. But yeah, it definitely will be harder for me than it is for like English speakers to like make these. Hover. Hover is a little bit better, yes. Again, there's no way to make hovering. Hovering would be pretty good. Hoover. Hoover, I don't know if it counts. But we could test. Yeah. Hover, Hoover. So far these are the best options. What would be cool would be if we could use the golden letters, but I'm not... this set of letters is so bad that I don't think we have much to work with. Overjoys? Is this a thing? What is this? What is this word? I'm curious. I'll submit it soon. But is this a word? Okay, no it isn't. 0, yeah, 02, but it's short. 0, ing, but ing doesn't work. Verocios, there are no good consonants. Graver. Graver. No, there's no... There's grave, there's no graver because there's no 2 R's. Grazer. Graze works. Graze is better because the Z scores more. Explain to me the rule of making a game. 1 R, yeah. Our consonants are bad. I think we just submit this, honestly. Because it gives us decent points from the Z. That's about it. I don't think we can make much better. Because these consonants are so bad. And honestly, I'm very bad with like working with H and Z and stuff in the English language. Not very familiar. It can't be multiple. It's only one word. If you have like a space, it doesn't work. I'll just submit this one, honestly. Submit this, just like get fresh letters. 22 points is not bad. And now, ooh, wow, okay. A, I, E, U. Have double N's, double T's, double R's. Yeah, we should be able to make a big word from this. It shouldn't actually be hard. I'm gonna be very honest. I'm just calling it right from the start. Mature. We don't have maturity. Mature. Traumatize. Traumatize is with Z, no? Isn't it? I think traumatize is with Z. Because if it's with S, this is crazy good. This is crazy score. Let me try. Wait, no, this works. Wait, this works? This works. 92 points. Wow. Traumatize with S apparently works. Yeah. Wow. I'm glad that I clicked because it doesn't cost anything. You can just test things if you're unsure. There are some words that I know existed that didn't appear in this dictionary. So like the dictionary for this game is being updated, still being developed, right? But yeah. It's always good to just like test things like this. It is a UK game? Yes, it is. It is. But I wouldn't be surprised if it included also like English, right? From America, right? Where instead of like UK as well. But who knows? Who knows how it will be in the future? The best thing is to just check, right? Show the same letters next to each other. Multiply the bonus score by 2. Ooh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Because on a long word, your bonus score climbs up dramatically. I believe that the bonus score that we got there was 20, 10, 5, 5, 5, 5. Yes. So it was 50. So this would make, assuming a 10-letter word with the double to a finish, which is probably not likely, gives us extra 50. This is a very good modifier. This modifier sell price increased by 1 at the end of the round. This is not very exciting, so I don't care much about this. So here's what I was thinking, chat. I could reroll, cost a play, try to fish for more golden stuff because it gives us more score, or we can take either the left modifier or the right one. Imagine it takes both spellings? Yes, I would assume so too. I wonder how many times can we actually do this? It doesn't have to be on the ends, which is good. So this is actually not that hard, I don't think, to use, so this is not decent. But I really like the wild cards. The wild cards are anything. So they are incredibly valuable. Incredibly valuable. And in the future, we can probably make these golden. So it makes it easier for us to multiply our word score. I think that the gift is very, very good. Having a wild card is incredibly flexible, gives us incredible flexibility. So I'm gonna take the gifts. I really like these. Yeah, and then it just refreshed. So as you can see here, we have the 2 wild cards, and this is our letter bag. So I believe, yes, there's only one Y. But there are like 9 E's, actually 10, 11, 12. There are 12 E's in total. Yeah, there's a lot. What's my sense? 2.5 in game, 1600 DPI. So 4000 effective DPI. Alrighty. And yeah, look at this. Even without finding a game for a while, viewer attention, good. We're not losing anyone during the game, so the game has been fun. Chat, real quick, since I'm gonna be ending stream soon, how has been your experience, or how have you been enjoying this stream? I want to quickly just like get a quote-unquote survey done on chat, because one, I could do these streams more, assuming that I can keep up this type of narration, which is lighter, right? I adapted later into the stream. It was lighter narration, more focused, which allowed me to play better, right? And prevented me from autopiloting, which was the best of both worlds, right? Not only doesn't cause problems in my gameplay, it potentially improves it. And about the stream game, I really think that just having wordplay in queue is very good. Because I could play any game I like. I could play Slay the Spire or another roguelike. But the problem is, not a lot of viewers are gonna know the games. I mean, maybe even if they're popular, and just like jumping back and forth on a run in the middle of it after you have like a short queue is really hard, right? You have to get your bearings. Viewers are not gonna know, like, or viewers are not gonna remember which step of the run you are in. Whereas this one, it's a simple game. You just make words, right? So I think that this is a perfect stream game. So I would like to know your opinions about this. If this is just like, if you agree with me that this is a good choice. Because I've been liking this quite a lot. Oh, you Daredevil. Peace. And no more doubles. Oh, I forgot about this. Guess I can do this. And yeah, right here, if I drop this, you can see Traumatized 92, our best score so far. Very, very good. But yeah. I've been streaming for almost 3 hours now. I do have to eat, I'm gonna have to exercise, take a shower and everything. So I think it's my time to go, chat. So let me save and quit this. And yeah. I hope you all had fun and enjoyed the stream. For those that want to chat with me later, after the stream or any points, right? Discord is in the description. There's also an ! Discord command, so you can check that out. What else? For those that are interested in coaching, I do free coaching basically once every month. For sometimes I skip a month and do something else, but usually once every month. And for paid coaching, there is both the stuff that I do on my Patreon, which I would recommend checking out my page there, and or private coaching, which you can do by DMing me on Discord, and then we can discuss details, right? My rate is 25 USD for 90 minutes, and then we can schedule and everything on DMs, right? Donations are done through the Stream Elements link that's also in the description of every video, every stream, and everything. So yeah, just letting everyone know about all of these. And if there are no further questions or anything like that, which I could probably answer really quickly, I'm gonna be going. Yeah. Hope you all enjoyed this stream, and that's gonna be it from me. Have a good one, everyone. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.